About a year ago, I bought the Cinelog 35 HD Performance. And let me just say this was the best decision that I have actually ever made. This was my first ever actual FPV drone other than my DJI FPV, which doesn't really count as an actual FPV drone. And let me just say, I have been loving it. It has gone through hell and back through so many different crashes. So yeah, let's just say that it is a very strongly built drone because the only thing that I fixed is the prop guard. So yeah, today's video is just kind of talking about the Cinelog 35, which is like one of the most popular, I would say maybe if the most popular FPV drone when it comes to a 3.5-inch Cinewhoop is this drone. There's a lot of things that I love about this drone, and there's a couple of things that I actually don't like about this drone. And so I'm going to tell you guys everything that could kind of be a deal breaker or maybe not be a deal breaker for you if you want to buy this drone. So let's get right to it. So the first reason why I bought this drone was because I wanted to get into the FPV world. I got the goggles, the DJI goggles, I got the controller, I got everything that I needed. The only thing that was missing was to get an actual FPV drone, and I was like, do I want to go for a 5-inch? Decided on the Cinewhoop because they're easier, they're just overall better to fly to start out with. It doesn't mean they're easy to fly, but they're easier to start out with. After buying it, it was a little scary starting it up, getting my first test flight. It was really stressful, but I will say that it was definitely the best decision when it comes to learning. It's just way easier to control, and you're able to use more precise movements and not have a worry of having it fly away. Let me just say, so I bought the 6S version, and I fully recommend getting the 6S version. So yeah, I got the 6S version. I wanted the extra little bit of power, and I wanted to use the same 6S lipos for my Cinewhoop and not have to buy others for my 5-inch that I knew that I was gonna make a 6S version. I knew that I wouldn't go for a 4S. So yeah, let's talk about some of the pros and the cons. The pros, number one, tons of power. For a Cinewhoop, it is ridiculous how much power you can get into one drone, especially with a full-size GoPro that I sometimes put on, and knowing that I'm able to just put it on just like that is just wild, and it's insane what it's capable of doing. Another thing I love is the connection, knowing that I have the caddx FPV on it. The antenna is just so good on it, and you get such good connection for so far. Another thing I love is how strong this drone is too. The prop guard is a little weak, and I wish it could be a little bit stronger. I broke it early on. So is that it has the 3D print already on the GoPro, or for like your GoPro and stuff. It has nice dampeners, really nice design that's sleek and slim. It's a really good size. The cons, yeah, just the really weak outside. The connection ports are kind of hard to get into, knowing the motherboard's kind of like in between. I don't think there's any other weaknesses. The only other weakness that I have for it is the inability to fly indoors, at least for me. I've tried flying in my house and it just does not go well, and it just does not stay smooth. It's just that like in between of it having a lot of power, which you love, but then you can't really fly indoors as much. But I can still fly through tight things and perform really awesome things. So yeah, here's a couple clips of me getting awesome GoPro shots with this drone. I've been able to fly this drone through a lot of tight things, and it's really cool what I'm able to achieve with this when I can't with a 5-inch FPV drone. So yeah, here's a couple clips. So yeah, just from that you can kind of see that you can have a lot of control with this drone, and I've basically been able to master this drone and get really cool maneuvers with it. This drone is really good if you want to get just between tight things, get really low to things, going around things really easily, smoothly. But yeah, the disability of it just not being able to fly indoors that much. I think if I got a Bones GoPro, it might do better, but I'm not exactly sure, and I can't like count on that to be the case. It does come in the green, and that's what I originally got it in, but I had to replace this from like AliExpress. There's not a lot to talk about this drone other than to buy it. Basically just to buy it. I literally love this, knowing that it can hold a full-size GoPro. The 6S power on this is just ridiculous with how small it is. It's really not that loud. It's got so many capabilities that I just love. The quick connection is just so good. I can't fathom to explain how much I love this drone, knowing it's my first basically FPV drone, and with what I've been able to achieve with it is just ridiculous. And it's like, there are some drones you buy and then you're like, you outgrow it and then just stop using it and like sell it. This is one of those professional drones that I'm never gonna sell. I'm just never gonna sell this drone. And when I go to fly out and I go to a location to fly at, I take both drones, my 5-inch and my 3.5-inch. So yeah, if you're trying to look for a Cinewhoop drone that you can count on to be able to do everything, stop doing your research and just buy this drone. It is such a good drone. I just love it, and I still have so much fun flying it to this day. If there's any other questions that you guys have about this drone, I bet I can answer it because there's so much that I know about this drone over the year that I've owned it. I'm overall just making a lot of videos about all my equipment because I'm just, if there's someone out there that needs help finding certain equipment, I can help them, influence them to buy what I bought because I have reasoning as to why I bought it. Videos are coming out more and more. I've been really working hard to try to get content out because I've learned that this is my hobby. I've just enjoyed so much doing this, and every time I click upload, I just have that small little bit of excitement and knowing that I accomplished uploading a YouTube video. Hope you guys know that I actually enjoy making these videos. More videos to come. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.